Well, for us and in any small business, there's so much staff turnover. We find that investing our time and efforts in apprenticeships means that we tend to get these guys for a period of, well, 4 years initially, but by that time been built into the company. They've got our culture, and it really gives us somebody long term that then become ambassadors for us. And funnily enough, we actually find that the apprentices end up training the apprentices that come in. So it's a nice kind of 360 continuation. We are very much about educating, training, promoting within this company. So the engineers know that as soon as their apprentices are ready to take their jobs, they're ready to step up into a supervisor or management role. So it really actually helps motivate our engineers, one, to get the apprentices to a certain level, but also to know that themselves have a promotion kind of waiting for them. But having those role models in effect and helping the apprentices build on those life skills makes a huge difference for them, and it's good for those guys as well. You know, it's good for our engineers to be able to actually teach and train and give something back. It's really fulfilling their human needs as kind of teachers as well, not just kind of engineers. So on both sides it has a very positive effect. So whether they stay with us after their apprenticeship, which obviously we hope they do, we want them to do, it means they've got this skill for life. You know, the gas engineering qualification is something you renew every 5 years, which we then continue to support them with. But regardless, life changes, and when you're 18 and you come into a company like ours, you don't know what's going to happen when you're 22, 25, 30 years old. So we feel like the foundation we give them, one, with the qualification, but two, the technical training, means that they are set up for life in whatever they do and wherever they go. But where you do get the guys that have decided that this is what they want to do for a living, this is what they're about, and they've devoted themselves to 3 or 4 years, knowing that the apprenticeship money isn't necessarily brilliant, but that there is a career at the end of it without the 30, 40, 50 grand debt, as you say, with going to university, it's a very good option and a very viable option for a lot of people these days. Say it's like a 4-year paid on the tools job interview. It's a case of you're going to be shown and taught and learn everything. You don't have to have any technical ability whatsoever, you just need to have a good attitude. And providing you've got the good teachers, which we're fortunate and marvel that we do, you'll be given every opportunity to be brilliant and successful at whatever the given trade, and obviously as far as we're concerned, that's gas engineering. Yeah, I think for some guys are more technical minded, they still enjoy the classroom, they still need the classroom. For us, it doesn't interrupt the workflow at all, because we spend a lot of time ourselves taking away from the actual physical work and taking time to train on site as well. So there is a mixture of that, but it's 100% necessary. It's an important part of the process. The college has been really supportive, really welcoming, and it's great that the college is working with small businesses in the way they are, because it's just that final link for us. We've got a lot of young guys going in, getting the qualifications that they need, and then don't necessarily have anywhere to go. And you've got companies like ours that do give people opportunities, but sometimes it's very difficult. The fact we've got the link with you guys and we're working with you means that it's not just the link with the company, it's an introduction, and it's a sit down, and it's a trial at least. So everyone's got the opportunity. The best thing, I think, from their perspective, is that they're guaranteed a job, they're guaranteed a qualification. There's no kind of ifs, buts and qualms about it. Whereas if you go into university and you get your degree, you might have a qualification that's fantastic, but when you come out of it, the job that you then offered doesn't suit that qualification all the time. And then from our point of view, as I mentioned at the beginning, having a 4-year investment from someone into your company and that you're investing into someone just strengthens that bond and means you've got yourself a real ambassador for your own company going forward.